At this point in the summer, I think we can link arms and agree our yard, our garden beds, our front porch planters, they are dull, dry, and they are brown. So my first guest this morning has a little bit of CPR, I guess, for your yard. The C standing for colorful plants that you can dig and drop in now. No matter how hot it gets, my first guest does say it's never too late in the season to add that pop of color to your garden. From radiant reds to vibrant violets, you can create planters and rainbow beds as stunning as the rainbow itself. Mr. Brian Lloyd is here from Olson's greenhouse. He's got his most favorite colorful varieties. In fact, this is a really fun assignment. We asked you to kind of work your way through the rainbow. You see it all, you create it, some of it, help develop it, and so we want to know your favorites.
Yeah, this was a fun assignment, but it was tough.
I bet.
Like following the colors of the rainbow with flowers is not as easy as you would think it would be.
Because what, there's variations?
Well, we'll talk about it a little bit more when we get to the bottom of the rainbow with the blues, but there's some really interesting science behind this as well.
Okay, starting at the top though with the reds. Yeah. What is your favorite red flower to reach for?
So red is a really tough color because so many people have a different idea of red. But this is my idea of red, and this one is a verbena, but it brings out just that deep, true scarlet red to me. This is what epitomizes red.
Yeah,
and this one's called Firehouse Red. So I just love the way this verbena just shines. It's got some blooms that have faded this time of year. Normally you would deadhead, but all of these flowers, Brooke, just came out of our trial garden, and we want to see how they perform without any maintenance. So we give them a little bit of fertilizer all summer long, but we're really testing out new genetics, and most of these genetics are due to be released next season.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah, so this is a cool new color, and we didn't want to give it any special treatment. That's why it's not deadheaded, but the new blooms that are coming out are just gorgeous in my opinion.
So this does, though, with the treatment that you've kind of inflicted on this little guy, show that they can survive. We can still expect color in our yards this time of year.
Even from verbenas, which are drought tolerant, but they tend to shut down in the heat as far as bloom production. Yeah. These newer varieties will bloom all summer long, and this is a testament to that.
And as far as aesthetics, when it comes to red, it's such a heavy visual color that I actually like the delicate shape of the flower to balance out.
There you go.
You know what I mean? The deep red.
Texture is so important in addition to just color.
I don't often like red in a garden because it can take over, but this is delicate enough and soft enough. The texture, you're right, supports it.
There you go.
Okay, I'm doing my kindergarten colors. Orange. Orange is next.
So orange is next, and I like this color of orange because it's got a lot of different shades of orange.
This is beautiful, Brian.
It's not just that bold, standout, in-your-face orange, which I don't typically like in flowers. Yeah. This one is called Cielo Orange.
Okay.
It's, again, a brand new variety. They haven't even released any images of this online. You can't really find much about it, but it's been in our trial garden for a couple years, due to release next year.
Cool.
Cielo Orange. It's a calibrachoa, which is kind of like a mini petunia.
You talk about the calibrachoa, I think, the most.
I do. Because the most new colors come out in calibrachoa. It seems to be the easiest to breed, but we're the recipients of some amazing new colors, and bicolors and tricolors like this one is.
Yeah, really soft, really pretty. Yellow, I mean, green would be the neutral of the garden, but it seems yellow is like the most common accent that we see.
It probably is in the flower world. And what I did for this yellow is I stood back amongst our trial garden. It's over an acre big, and I let my eye scan and just find the one that stood out the most from far away. And that was this Coreopsis. This one's called Coreopsis Sunburst. And it's more of a golden yellow, which I typically prefer in my yellow flowers. Yeah. So I love Coreopsis, and it's that bright color that lasts all summer long that really attracts me to this flower color.
Now, green's a hard one because every flower has green.
Yeah, and I was honestly surprised that green is in the rainbow. I don't know why.
You're like, it's a non-color. It's a leaf. It's a stem.
In fact, sometimes if we accidentally ship flowers before they're in bloom, people tell us that green is not a color.
That's hilarious. I'm surprised green is even in the rainbow, he says.
But green is making a comeback in the flower world, especially in the world of coleus, and these are great for shade and sun. This one actually does well in full sun, so that's a new breakthrough for coleus. And I just love the texture more than anything. It's got the bumpiness to the leaves, and
it's cool.
And that green, that chartreuse green, really stands out against the maroonish background.
Well, the chartreuse, great point. It even accents the deeper greens, the more traditional viney greens that we'll see in other flowers. Okay, you said there's some science behind the purples, the blues. What happens that makes it hard?
So you'll be interested to find out that blue pigments don't exist in nature, especially in flowers. There is no blue pigment. So to get blues, they usually mimic it with red anthocyanins and that sort of thing. So it doesn't exist. They're kind of making it up as they go to get blues, and actual blue colors are usually more lavender. So we start, the next color in the rainbow is kind of like a sky blue. It's called blue, but it's sky blue. And this is more of a lavender color. This isn't exactly what we're picturing. I think we've got a picture showing on the screen right now of my favorite, which is Easy Wave Sky Blue. It's a petunia, just like this one is, but it's a little less lavender than this one is. This one's called Lavender Vein that we're looking at in person here.
It's pretty.
But a representation of petunia, Easy Wave Sky Blue. I make sure I include sky blue petunia in my garden every year. It's my favorite flower, honestly, color, but it's so rare and hard to find that true sky blue.
Isn't that interesting? I'm kind of marveling that God only gave us true blue in the ocean, in the water, and the sky.
Exactly, yeah, no pigments, no pigments.
Okay, and you took two for the team with purple and indigo, technically two separate colors, but okay, we'll give it to you.
Yeah, and I actually held a picture of a rainbow up amongst each flower as I was picking these out, and this one the most closely matched indigo. This is a scavola. It's called a fan flower because it's got those 5 fanning out blooms or petals on each flower.
That's so stunning.
I love the way it's offset with that more rose maroon color of Angelonia summer snapdragon. But scavola is a great summer flower. It will bloom all summer long.
And what's
it's trailing. And then our final flower is the violet color. This one's fading a little bit in the light, but this is a double petunia, and I love double petunias.
What's your all-time, this is closing question, bring it home for us, all-time favorite color combination? If you were to pick two of these together, what do you like?
That was the interesting thing is I found that doing this project, I love pinks and purples more than anything. But I actually have the ultimate combination in my yard right now. It's that sky blue, Easy Wave Petunia. It's also a wave petunia, but a deep pink, and then a white. And those three together just sparkle.
It's fun to pick up a metaphorical paintbrush and just play in your yard. So thanks for helping us do that today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
What's coming up at Olson's greenhouse?
We're just continuing with our trial garden. We continue to ship flowers all summer long. We've got our mum crop for garden mums coming up for the fall, but we have this trial garden going all summer long where we're reviewing what's going to perform best for 2025.
We want an invitation to that trial garden.
Come see us on Instagram, and you'll see all the pictures and what we're doing.
Awesome. And then Olson's greenhouse shipping to Home Depot.
Home Depot and Walmart.
All right. Thank you, sir. That was fun.